Right, lads and lasses, welcome to Darts Coaching with Dynamite Dave. Right, lads and lasses, what I want to do now is a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, the raffle. There wasn't a raffle this month because I was a bit poorly. I had other things going on. You'll understand what I mean when I explain this to you. What happened was I was at work one day and I got a phone call from the hospital. So the place that's supposed to be doing my heart operation, what they do is before your operation comes up, they have a meeting with all the surgical team and the nurses, etc., etc. And one of those professionals, one of those healthcare professionals, noticed on one of my scans that was done in February an anomaly on my liver. Right, so push comes to shove, I've got an anomaly on my liver. Now I've got to go for a tri-level or a 3-level liver scan. That's happening on the 20th. I've not mentioned it before now because I wanted to know when I was going to get the scan and what have you to give you as much information as possible. So I've got that scan on the 20th. Depending on what the outcome of that is, obviously it could be a blood clot, which is what the surgeon thinks it probably is. Obviously it could be cancer, it could be other things, it could be other type of anomaly, it could be a blocked vein or something like that. There's a myriad of things that it could be, but obviously one of them's cancer. We're hoping that it's not that, but at the end of the day, if it is, then we've just got to move forward the way that we've got to move forward. If it turns out not to be cancer, and it is a blood clot, etc., or something that's, I suppose you'd call it benign, wouldn't you? Something that was not going to interfere with the operation, etc., then the operation will go ahead as planned. I'm hoping that I'll get a date for that not long after I've had this scan. They say it can take up to, I think it's a week or something like that for the results to get back to the specialist. So you never know, next month to 6 weeks or something like that, hopefully I'll be under the knife, fingers crossed. Anyway, that's the update for that. I'm bearing up all right because of the outlook that I have on life and what have you. I'm not as probably frightened and what have you as a lot of people would be. But obviously you've just got to get on with it, haven't you? You've got no choice really. Regardless of how you feel about it or what's happening, you've just got to get on, haven't you? Get on and keep on going. So that's the housekeeping. That's why we didn't have a raffle this month. If it gets to next month, the 25th of this month, what I've decided to do is I'm going to do a big raffle. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give 10 sets, complete sets of all the practice sheets and the board management sheets. So I'm going to pick 10 people out and I'm going to send to them via email so they can print them out. I'm going to send them the full package. So that full package is worth, I think I'm selling it for about 30 or 35 quid for that full package. So I'm going to give 10 of them away. So that's the equivalent of 350 quid's worth of merchandise I'm going to give away on the 25th of this month. The way to get into the free prize draw is donate. So you can go on underneath this video and do a super chat. So at the bottom of the video you player, if you look on the right hand side, there's 3 dots. Click on that 3 dots. The third one down says S thanks. So it's got like a $ in a heart. That's a super thanks. If you go on there, if you put 2 quid in, if you put 4 quid in, if you put 10 quid in, if you put 20 quid in, you will get an equivalent amount of slips in the draw. So depending on how much you donate, the more slips you'll get. Same thing if you go onto eBay, they're for sale on eBay. So if you go on there, you can either buy one set of the sheets and hope that you're going to win all the rest of them, etc. You can buy sets of darts. There's some darts on there. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, I'm going to have some dart shirts on there and some other merchandise. So get on over to my eBay shop. The link will be in the description below. Anything you buy off there, and also an absolutely 100% free way of getting into the draw is write me a testimonial. So basically, tell me how I've improved your darts. Do a positive thing for the channel or myself. Maybe outlining your story where you started off, you took up the Dynamite Dave way, etc., and how it's improved your game. You write that onto your social media and tag me into it. So Facebook, you can do it on YouTube underneath this video if you want to. You can do it on X, so Twitter, Instagram, etc. Anywhere you like, and tag me in on it. So if you tag me in on it and I can see it and read it, then I will award you an amount of slips. Right, so that pretty much is how you can get into the free prize draw at the end of any month. And that's the same no matter what month it is. When we're not doing like we're going to do this month coming and giving away the practice sheets, it's usually either a set of darts or a dart board or whatever. Put the stuff on the table and pick them out at random. Right, so that's the housekeeping done. That's how to get into the raffle. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to section 2. What we're going to do is a little bit of a follow-on from the Mission Samurai Infinity dartboard review that I did 9 months ago. So here we go over into section 2. If you remember, about 9 months ago, I did a review on the Mission Samurai Infinity dartboard, which we've got up here. It slipped by really without me even noticing it. I did that initial review 9 months ago, and I said that I thought it was a good board. If you look throughout my videos, you will notice that I have not turned this board once, not once. So this is board, and this is a testament to how good Mission stuff is. They've come on leaps and bounds in the last few years with the Mission Samurai 2, and then obviously the Mission Infinity, which is a little bit more expensive. But I'll tell you something, it is so worth the money, it's unreal. You look at the condition that that board's in. Even round the 20, the 19, which I use a lot, all the doubles and everything are like brand new. Obviously, there's a tiny little bit of wear around these, but as you can see, the actual beds, and as I say, I've never turned it, and this board is used every day. Every day this board is used. It's used for coaching, so I do all the one-to-one coaching on this board. I do all my matches, so my Bomb Squad matches, my Premier League matches, my DC matches, my practicing, playing against my brother. So everything I do to do with darts is done on this dartboard. It's been up for 9 months. So I would say, personally, I would say that this has had 9 months commercial use. Because a lot of people, they might throw for half an hour, 20 minutes, an hour maybe, once or twice a week. I mean, some of us do practice half an hour to an hour a day, which is what I like to try and do if I can get that sort of time on the board. Obviously, being very busy, it's pretty difficult for me. But don't forget, when I'm not using the board, I'm stood here coaching somebody who is using the board. So I just thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on the Mission Samurai Infinity. What a dartboard. What a dartboard. This is my number one for value, my number one for performance, and my number one for sustainability. If you buy one of these and you play darts every now and again, this is going to last you years and years and years. Once, if you look through my videos, this dartboard has never been turned. Right, so thanks for watching the video. I've really enjoyed making it for you. I hope you found it entertaining as well as informative. And don't forget, lads and lasses, you'll only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. And always, 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 so to the hockey!